Since 2015, at least 29 recruits have died during basic training at law enforcement academies across the United States. That's according to an Associated Press investigation. Their research found most of the deaths are related to exertion, dehydration, and heat stroke, and they often occurred on the first day of training. The investigation shows others passed away several weeks into training, sometimes after experiencing trauma from boxing or use of force drills. Some collapsed during timed runs on hot days. 38-year-old Vincent Parks was just minutes into his first day at an Arkansas academy when he began to show signs of trouble. Sources tell the AP the July 2022 schedule was set for classroom instruction, but moved outside. Weather reports show Central Arkansas was under a heat advisory that day. David Jude is a retired police academy instructor and expert witness in Parks' death.
You can see him struggling physically. You can see veins popping out on his head. You can see the expression on his face. You can see that he's lagging behind the others.
Despite struggling, Parks pushed on. Nearby officers watched and recorded him on their cell phones. The academy continued the day's drills, even after Parks was rushed to the hospital, where he later died.
We have to be able to see we have something critical happening here with one of our cadets. The idea is not to keep the show going, the training going. The idea is to make these cadets the best possible police officers they can.
Following Parks' death, the state of Arkansas passed a law mandating trainers be educated on risks like heat exhaustion. Some police trainers say nationwide training and safety standards are needed.
I think the challenge we have in policing is there's just a lack of true national standards.
We need to train our instructors for things to look for and when to intervene and what those issues look like so that another death in training doesn't happen.
Black recruits make up 60% of those who died, according to the Department of Justice statistics. Black officers make up 12% of local police forces. In Parks' case, the medical examiner's report ruled his death was an accident caused by a sickle cell trait-related crisis. According to the American Society of Hematology, sickle cell affects up to 3 million Black Americans. The NCAA and the U.S. military screen for the condition. Researchers say exertion deaths dropped following the mandated testing. According to the AP, most police departments have no screening programs. Since most of the recruits in the AP's investigation had not been sworn in as officers before their deaths, their names are absent from the National Memorial for Deceased Officers and some state memorials. Many of their families were also ineligible for death benefits. That'll change in 2021 when Congress enacted a law that grants trainees' relatives eligibility for the same federal death benefits as those of sworn officers. For Straight Arrow News, I'm Jack Almer.